kind of just threw on everyone last minute. Because that's what I decided to do with my life. I decided to throw things last minute. So this is more of like a come at it with me. And also kind of Q&A, if anybody's interested. I don't know. Maybe. I hope hopefully it's connecting. It's gonna be very annoying if it doesn't connect. I swear. Lord. Alright. We should be good. It keeps trying to connect. My internet connection is apparently really bad. So, yeah. When people end up joining, see how it goes, you know? I'll stay here for about 30 minutes and then I'll head out. That's not where I am. I completely lost. Hi! I completely lost where I was in my editing. Hello. Trying to figure that out. Okay, I'm here. I'm at the end of 440. Okay, it's like, wait a second. Alright. So, yeah, so what I'm doing right now is basically editing, and it's kind of a mini Q&A. So if you have any questions for me about the book and other fun stuff like that, just let me know. You know, it's supposed to be kind of chill. So, yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Okay, so now I'm on 441, thank God. I've been editing for about an hour and a half now, I think. Maybe a little bit less than that? I don't know, it's been a while. It feels a lot longer than it actually was. I don't like editing. If people who know me personally just know I really just do not like editing or anything of that nature. It's very hard for me to do because I have to look at everything, and I don't like looking at everything. I don't like looking at the tiny details. But at the same time, I love it. It's very weird. Let's see. Alright. Okay. So yeah, if there's any questions for me, let me know. Put them down in the thing. And yeah, honestly, I wish I could tell you about what I was editing, but I can't because it's like the end of the book. I'm not spoiling the end of the book, which will be sad. So, you know, dang it. I wish I, could say something about the end of this book, and all I can say is that it's one of my favorite endings I've ever really written, really. Because, like, each draft of this book has had, like, a different ending, and it's just weird. And I like this one the best, I think. This one is definitely, like, the best ending that I've ever written. And I think I'm at. Sorry, I am trying to do two things at once. It's hard. My multitasking is not multitasking. Let's see. Kneeling by the trapdoor and grab the handle. Okay. See, we got it. Yeah, so again, if there's any questions, just let me know. Put them in the thing. Does not matter to me. It's so hard to keep things interesting because I feel like I have to keep talking and talking and talking, and I'm never really sure what to talk about. So it's really hard sometimes with that. Yeah, it's rough. I honestly, most of the time, I just don't know what to say. It just feels like I have to keep going and going and going and going and going and going. And I just never know what to keep going and going and going and going and going about. It's like, okay, like, what can I say? What can I not? I want to make sure I don't spoil too much about the book, you know? All that stuff. So, just trying to figure it out as I go. Even though it's hard. Let's see. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my brain just is deciding to not work today. Yeah. So, I don't know. The chapter I'm editing right now, I'm gonna try and say a little bit about it. I can't spoil all of it because it's literally, like, the last technical chapter in the book. Like, it's chapter 42, So it's like literally the last chapter before the epilogue. It's like me, like everything's tying together with a little bow. But you just, you know, again, I just think it's a really good ending. Especially with this, like, this is a really good ending, and I think I ended it really well. But I just gotta go back. Wait, I don't think I actually read any of this as I was talking. Okay. Okay. Came down beside her? I don't know if there's another way to say that. I feel like there's another way to say that. I'm sorry. I'm reading a weird sentence right now. I feel like there's another way to say this. Landed? Besides came down, I could do landed. 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 There we go. Landed? Wait. Step down? I don't know. I'm just gonna do stepped down. Ladder. Onto the ground. There we go. I figured it out. Look at me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of other things I can tell you about this chapter without it being like a spoiler. So basically this chapter is told in Trinity's point of view. I really like Trinity's point of view. It's pretty chill. She's one of my favorite character point of views that I've ever written, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Alright, now continue editing. This is so hard. Multitasking is not multitasking. But she did see haunted her to the core. Okay, got it. I was like, wait a second, because that sentence changed. My favorite things to do with editing is adding stuff to chapters. Like, adding stuff to chapters is one of my favorite things to do with editing. Like, I don't like the grammar, I don't like the spelling, but I like adding things, so it's pretty cool. I don't really know what I could add to this, though. Like, last night, I added this really good scene in chapter 41, and I, like, literally sent it to all my friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, like, look what I just wrote. I'm so proud. And they were all, like, freaking out, and I was freaking out. It's only, like, 2 paragraphs, but it was one of my favorite things I've ever done. Okay, so I'm gonna try and see, like, later on if I can share a line of this chapter that isn't too spoilery. So, I'll see how that goes. I'll see how it goes. Okay, so, okay. Poor girl. That's all I could think of as I'm editing this chapter, like, poor Trinity. Okay, I can make that a flaw. Okay. Feels like she's breaking the fourth wall here. That's not what I want to do. There we go. I'll just keep it as that. It's like very emotionally impactful if I just keep it as that one thing. Because this is a kind of an emotional scene. Like, it's an internal type thing. It's really interesting. I really like this one thing. Especially. I'm just gonna say Cole. No, I like that. Hi! Okay, yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now is editing. So, yeah, it's basically like a come edit with me Q&A about the book and all that. So, you know, it'll be fun. Alright, she shivered, then... Should I it or she? I feel like she works better here. Okay. yeah. Hi! So this is like a come edit with me type thing. It'll be pretty cool. It's like, edit. Also like mini Q&A. So if there's any questions about the book or anything, like, feel free to ask them. I am willing to answer. Thank you. Alright. So, let me see. Okay. Got it. Oh my gosh. This chapter is one of my favorites. I'm editing 42 right now, so it's insane. It's like the end of the book, but it's one of my favorite chapters, and I feel like I'm gonna keep repeating myself if I keep going. 1 second. Smile. There. Okay. Let's see. Like, when it's cold, okay, this is a weird question, but when it's cold, what do you call the, I know it's like when you breathe, like, it's that stuff that comes out, like the fog or the smoke or whatever. I know it's like because of evaporation and stuff, but like, what do you call that? Is that like, because I put it as fog here because she's really cold. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but she's cold. So, do I just put it as fog? Hi! So basically this is like an editing thing I'm doing, and it's also kind of like a mini Q&A. So if there's any questions about my book, go ahead and ask them. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah, but I was literally just thinking about the, like, you know when it's really cold outside, you like breathe out, and there's like this steam or fog that comes out because of like the evaporation and stuff. Like, what do you call that? I'm still trying to like figure that out for some reason. Like, not figure it out, but I'm like, how do you word that? Because I put it as fog, but I'm just not sure how else to word it as. You know? Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't think I'm making sense at all. I'm gonna keep it as fog, because I just don't know what else to put it as right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I know probably watching me edit isn't very interesting, so I'm trying to think of other things to talk about, because, again, it's hard when it's to try and keep up a conversation. So hard, but we're living, you know. Trying to think of like other things I can say about this chapter that aren't extreme spoilers. Like, it's so hard because it's like the last chapter in the book. I mean, it is a Trinity POV. Literally all the characters are involved, but she's really only with 3 of them the entire time. So I guess that's something I could say. I'm trying to think of other things I could say, and it's so hard. Why is this so difficult? Well, probably because it's like the end of the book, you know? Like, how the heck? What else am I saying? Yeah, but this is definitely like some of my favorite scenes in the book. Like, especially the last, like, this isn't my favorite chapter. My favorite chapter in the entire book would be 41. Because like it's just a lot of cute stuff that happens in 41. I think it's like, oh my gosh. I'm really excited for this book to be published in March and everybody being able to read the words I wrote and people looking at it and being like, oh my gosh, like interested in what happens. So I'm very excited for the day, and I'm trying to prepare it for that day, and it's so hard to do it sometimes. And if you know me, like, you know that I hate editing with a passion. So this is just like really hard for me to do, but I feel like it's working out just fine, you know? Yeah, okay. That paragraph is fine. I was like scanning a paragraph as I was saying that, kind of, so I think it's fine. She was walking slower. That's another way to word it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, but this is really fun, you know? Like, editing isn't fun, but I feel like when I'm talking during it, it takes, like, a lot of, like, you gotta get it done pressure off of me. So, like, as I'm, like, talking, I'm also, like, kind of looking at it. I don't know if that's a good thing, but we're trying it out, you know? We're figuring it out. It's pretty cool. She was saying? She said. I'm just gonna say she exclaimed. That's a better way to put it. Yeah, so again, if you have any questions about the book at all, or any fun stuff like that, just let me know down in the comments live chat, whatever it's called. Yeah, just let me know and I will answer them. Like, honestly, nothing else really going on here besides the editing, so yeah, pretty cool. Hello! Yeah, so basically, editing. I feel like every single time a new person joins, I'm going through the same thing. Basically, it's like a come edit with me type thing, and also kind of like a mini Q&A. So if you're interested, ask some questions about the book, whatever you want to do. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I usually don't do lives, so I'm just trying to keep up with it. But it's gonna be pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know? Again, I'm just really excited for everybody to see the final version of Exposed, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's actually going to be done after tonight, and I won't have to look at it, like, ever again, except to publish it, and that just feels weird to me. Yeah, but, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be revealing a cover soon, which is also going to be really exciting. I have the cover ready, I've had it ready for a very long time. I also want to release the blurb for the back, too. I think that'll be fun to do for a video. Yeah, so release the blurb, do the cover, all that fun stuff. Yeah, but the blurb and the color are like my two next things on my bucket list to reveal. I'm gonna be revealing the cover sometime this week, and I don't know when I'm revealing the blurb in the back, but it'll probably be sometime in February, or maybe sometime soon after that. I don't know. Okay, made it to them. Yeah, but it'll be cool. It's gonna be really fun. Friends and Atlas Grand Trendy, we did it. Yay! Yes, you did. And if you're wondering what they did, I'm not telling you. I did not mean to read that aloud, but here we are. I'm just gonna put his Trendy Naughty. Hi! Yeah, so this is basically a come edit with me type thing, also a mini Q&A. I've been repeating the same thing every single time someone's joined. So if you have any questions about my book or about editing or anything fun about that, leave them down in the live chat. I think it'll be great. All right. And why is that not a quotation mark? It was like one of those little like apostrophes and not a quotation mark. I'm like, how does this happen? Like, I've been noticing a lot of those too recently, and I'm just like, why is it whenever I try to type a quotation mark, it comes as one of those little, like, apostrophes, and it's very annoying to me. I don't know why. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, looking up. Yeah, so it's really hard to talk about this chapter again because it's like the last chapter in the book before the epilogue, so it's rough. Holding? Holding. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at my doc as I'm trying to keep people keep the thing going, because I can't do like pauses of silence for too long. It's very hard for me to do that, especially when there's a live going on. And I'm just like, I have to keep talking, I have to keep talking, I have to keep talking, and I'm just never sure what to talk about. So it's rough. It's really rough, but you know, we're figuring it out. All right, but this is my last night of editing, so I just thought I'd do something special, so that's why I did the live. So I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, I still can't believe I released a publishing date and all that fun stuff, like, you know, and then this book is actually gonna be published. So I'm sorry, I'm getting over myself still. It still doesn't feel real to me, really, but feels kind of real now. But I don't know, it just feels very weird to me right now because I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, you're publishing a book? It's been your dream for years and you're doing it. It's that kind of thing. So it's very surreal to me, and I'm very glad it's happening. Like, I feel so lucky that it's happening and that, you know, people are going to be able to pick up this book and be like, oh my gosh, this is by this person, and I really like it, or I really hate it, however you want to think about it. You know, it's just really interesting. Sheepishly? Sorry, I'm editing in the middle of this. It's so hard to, like, keep up while editing. Sure. Okay, yes. Sorry, like, Google did something right and actually gave me a spelling correction. Usually, what happens with the Google spelling corrections is that I will spell and ADN and they won't know what that means. And it's very annoying. But then whenever they give me like a good grammar suggestion, it's like, yes, thank you, less work for me. So they actually did that. And mostly like and it's just so weird. You know what I find really weird to me is that with the Google spelling corrections, this annoys me so much. It's like whenever I type a really simple word, extremely like one letter out of place, like for example, and like AND, whatever. Like, you know, and I actually put an ADN, they don't know what that is. Like, how do you not know that is and? Like, but then I can spell a word like, I don't know, fantastic wrong or something. I don't know, just a random example, like fantastic wrong. And it will like be like, oh yeah, that's spelled like this. Or I can spell immediately wrong. That's one I always get wrong for some reason. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's spelled like that. Like, and I missed like 3 letters. I'm like, you can't tell that ADN is and, but you can tell that I mixed up the words in immediately in such a way that you can get it, you know? It's just very annoying to me. Yeah, but that's really hard while editing, especially. It's just, wow. Like, what is up with Google sometimes? I'm sorry, I went on a rant. That is a problem, but it's okay. I've, this is like my pent up rage. Um, and withstanding? Yeah, okay. That's like my pent up rage at Google. That's my Google rant today. But I mean, like, without Google, I wouldn't really be able to use Google Docs, so I guess it's fine. Um, yeah, I just get very annoyed when it comes to, what is it? When it comes to spell check, that annoys me. And I used to not write with spell check on, so like everything would be misspelled. And I started writing with spell check on because I'm like, wait, I gotta be professional about this. So that's just annoyed me whenever I've written with spell check on, and especially while editing. So that's just very weird to me. Yeah, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna head off the live in about 7-ish minutes. So again, cool, whatever. I'm almost done with editing this chapter. I've only got about, oh, never mind, increased a page. Thanks, Olivia, with your editing. I didn't even realize, like, it went down, like, a paragraph went down to 146 when originally the chapter was 145. So that's great. I'm so overjoyed that I have an extra paragraph to look at the bottom of the page. I guess it's kind of rewarding to readers though, because I know whenever I read a book that has like longer chapters and there's like a half page at the end, I'm like, yes, perfect. Yeah, but it's pretty cool, honestly, like insanely cool. Her voice was choked. Hello. So yeah, editing right now. I'm editing chapter 42. It's gonna be pretty cool. This is also kind of like a mini Q&A. So if there's any questions that you have about the book, publishing the book, like how the process is going, editing, down in the live stream chat, like, you know, like just put them out there. I will answer them. All that fun stuff. Yeah, so I'm currently editing right now. It's rough. It's working. We're working on it. I'm almost done with chapter 42, and I'm very excited. Yeah, so it's really fun. Hopefully, yeah. So hard to edit sometimes because you have to pay attention to like almost everything, and it's so hard for me to do that sometimes because I'm just like, I don't want to be doing this. I mean, like, editing is fine. It's just I don't personally enjoy it. Like whenever I listen to something in the background, I'll enjoy it. Okay, like whenever I listen to like some podcast, but then I'll keep switching back and forth from the podcast to my editing, so it's just very it's not annoying, but it's very interesting. It's more like I'm trying to distract myself from the fact that I'm editing. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Speaking of, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. It's very hard for me to think of topics, especially with this chapter because it's like a spoiler. So, yeah, you know, it's cool. It's fun. Editing is okay. you know. Okay. Yeah, so, I don't know, you know? I don't know. What happened? That's a great question, Trinity. One that we all are asking. I really want to share a line, but I just don't think I can because all of it is just like spoiler because we're discussing about the thing that happened, but you don't know the thing that happens and it's a spoiler. So we tried to stop. Hi! This is kind of like an come edit with me video. All that fun stuff. Yeah, so basically also a mini Q&A. So if there's any questions about the book or any fun stuff like that, put them down in the live chat and I will answer them. Yeah, so I'm editing chapter 42 right now. I feel like I've repeated this like so many times, but it's okay. It's worth it. Yeah, so chapter 42. It's really fun. Again, I feel like I've mentioned this before. Hi! But this is one of my favorite chapters in the book, really. Yeah, so this is kind of like come edit with me as well as a mini Q&A. So if there's any questions about the book, put them down in the live chat. I feel like I've said that a lot, but it's okay. We're living. Yeah, so I'm almost done with this chapter, and it's gonna be pretty cool. Maybe I'll finish by the time 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm just kidding. That is not happening. I have a full page left after this. I just realized that. I think I'm almost done. And I look to see I have a page and like a paragraph left. So, oh, and I still have half of this page left. So I'm being delusional, but it's fine. we love the Delulu here. Okay. So I'm trying to think of like other stuff to talk about because I've already talked about Google Spelling Correct. That was fun. And I'm trying to think of like other things to really talk about because I can't reveal anything that happens in this chapter. I can't reveal what happens in the epilogue actually, but I can tell you it's in Harold's point of view. I like Harold as a character, especially for the epilogue. Like the epilogue is great in his point of view. Originally it was in Persephone's point of view, like for like my first draft, but that's changed, and I'm very glad it's changed because Harold's just such a better character for it, honestly. He's just like also processing everything, and it's that it happened, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so it's great. It's fun. It's cool. Segregating over. I guess. Yeah, so I have like so many video ideas I gotta do too, and I keep remembering that. I just remembered them. Like wait, I have to do all these long forms, and I literally just remembered that. Like I gotta do one on the writing journey, which was voted on. And that's gonna be a while though. That's gotta be a long video. That'll be like a 20-minute video because I have to cover like 7 years of material. That's what I keep thinking. But you know what? I have like a small outline. I just gotta film it. I think it'll be really fun to like go back and be like, hey, this is where I started getting interested in writing and all that. I feel like I'm just going on tangents, and I'm so sorry, but that's just, you know, how it goes. My tangents. Yeah, but I like talking a lot. Especially about my book. It really means a lot to me when people listen to me talk about it. So, you know, it's just really fun to do, honestly, just with the book and figuring things out and plotting and even the editing part is fun sometimes. So yeah, you know, it's great. uh, yeah. Whew, okay. I'm sorry I was silent for a moment there. I'm just trying to make sure that my editing is where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, pretty cool. I don't need to describe that. Oh my gosh, why is there so many broken up sentences here? I'm looking at this one thing and it's like ellipsis. Thing said, ellipsis. Thing said. Why is it like that? I guess it's to like show like exhaustion. But I don't know. Like, why is it so broken up? That's really annoying to me. Why did I do that? It's okay, though. We live. Whew, okay. This is... I wish I could share this line. This line kills me. Yeah, a lot of these lines just kill me, and I can't share any of them, so that sucks. Well, anyways, it's about 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna head out. I'm almost done with the chapter. I literally just got to the end of 444. Yeah, 444. That's the like ending page count that I'm at. I only got about a page or two left. I only have like a page left. So I'm gonna head out right now. I'm gonna finish this page in the epilogue, and I'll update you guys when I'm done with another video. Thank you so much for joining me on this live, the people who joined. And again, it'll be up on my channel later. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in another video.